Hey everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to another Battle Royale video. Now there is no denying that since this mode went live back in September that the developers have been working as hard as they can to make our gameplay experience better. They've been working on server and performance issues across the board, they've added new events, new features, they have been working incredibly hard over these few short months to bring us a ton of new stuff. Well, yesterday they put out a blog post detailing the future of Battle Royale and there is a ton of stuff currently in the works. They don't have an exact release date or time frame on when exactly these will be implemented, but they are working as hard and as fast as they can to get these new features to us. Instead of reading you guys the entire blog post, it was actually quite a lengthy one. I instead have gone through, highlighted each and every area and got all of the important information from each part, so you guys don't have to sit there and listen to me read it. This is going to be all of the important information as quick as I can possibly get it to you, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. First up is new matchmaking features. So you forgot to turn off the autofill and you suddenly have a Randy in your squad. In a surprising turn of events, he's actually a good player and a halfway decent person, and you guys want to keep playing together. They're now going to add the option to allow you to party up with people that you're queuing with, and you guys won't get separated. They're also going to be adding an option that allows you to import your friends list from other social networks. I don't know what exactly they mean by this or what social networks are being referred to, but hey, you're going to have more people to play the game with. Next up, they issued a statement on team killing. This is now a bannable offense. It seems a little extreme, but hey, don't be a douchebag and things will be okay. They're going to be going after repeat and notorious offenders, so if you guys are the type of person just to drop in and team kill for the lulz, then hey, looks like you're going to be getting hit with that ban hammer. These next few are going to be going over some gameplay mechanics and new features in regards to the actual mode itself. There's going to be a new shooting model implemented. This is going to remove random bullet spread while aiming down sights, and it makes cover a more viable option than it is already. They're working on an inventory revamp that makes it easier to split and share materials with your friends, and it also makes it easier and quicker to drop items you don't need. This is a godsend for me. I can't help but feel like the current user interface we have is incredibly slow, clunky, and unintuitive, so anything's better than what we have now. They're going to be adding post-match stats. This will show you exactly how much experience you're earning, how far you traveled, damage dealt, damage received, just an overall visual indicator on how well you're performing within your games. And then last but certainly not least in regards to gameplay, they're adding new points of interest to the map. Here is a look at a city they're going to be implementing in one of the areas. A lot of verticality here. I like the taller buildings and stuff instead of the 1- and 2-story houses we already have, so it looks a little different than what we've got. And speaking of looking different, they're going to be doing some updates to textures in areas such as the mountains and swamps to make them look more unique. So hey, that's definitely a plus. Things are going to look better and we have new stuff to explore. Moving on to cosmetics, they're going to be adding new, more unique looking heroes, gliders, and pickaxes. With what we currently have in regards to microtransactions, it's really just a color swap and a hat thrown on a character, nothing impressive or substantial by any means, but they said they want to add more badass and unique looking characters and gliders and things of that nature to the game. If they can come up with some pretty sweet and awesome designs, I might consider throwing some money at the screen, but as it currently stands, I have absolutely zero interest in doing so. This next feature is probably the most exciting one to me. I play with a headset, it's a pair of Astro A50s, and I can't help but feel like a lot of the game audio is misrepresented, and I sometimes get confused on where exactly said sounds are coming from. Well, they're going to be completely reworking the audio system and making a bunch of tweaks. You'll be able to distinguish what surfaces people are walking on, wood, stone, metal, grass. You'll be able to pinpoint exactly what they're walking on as they will have unique sounds. They're going to reduce the volume of your teammates' footsteps, which I seriously can't thank them enough for this. Some of my friends are like absolute elephants. I'll be downstairs looting, they're stomping around upstairs searching and breaking everything, and I can't hear if somebody's trying to sneak up on me because the elephant's up in the bathroom taking all the ammo. They're going to be working on issues with vertical audio, so you'll actually be able to distinguish if somebody's below you, above you. That is one key thing with this. If I go into a multiple story building, you can't really tell if somebody's on the same floor as you or if they're up above or down below. I hope they get this right. This is something that constantly annoys me. I think somebody's below me and hey, surprise, they're in the room right next to me. They're going to be addressing trap audio and making them less noisy and constant. Seriously, if somebody places a trap and you don't hear it, you need to go get your hearing checked. That stuff is obnoxiously loud. They've acknowledged that, and they're going to be reworking it accordingly. They're also going to be working on launchpad audio, so you can actually hear if somebody's slowly gliding in to ruin your day. And last, in regards to audio, they're going to be tuning the weapon audio, allowing you to pinpoint exactly where people are, so you're not getting confused during intense combat. There's been times where I hear somebody shooting, it sounds like they're right behind me, and surprise, they're off to my left. So if they can get this one right, that'll definitely improve those very intense moments as you near the end of a game. Moving on, the rest of the stuff is minor, but they categorized it as other stuff. There's going to be limited time modes coming to Battle Royale. The first one is going to be revealed on December 7th, so just a week away. I don't know what it is, and I can't wait to see what it is, so hopefully it's something sweet. They're also working on server performance across the board, which is a plus, you know, just making the game run better. Connections overall are great, and everybody's not lagging all over the place. They're also working on map optimizations to reduce frame loss and overall performance in regard to the game. They're going to be adjusting controls and sensitivity, and mainly in this department, it's the scoped sensitivity. I seriously feel like a turtle when I use a sniper rifle. It's so slow sometimes. Even if I have it turned up, it's still incredibly slow, so at least they're acknowledging it and working on it accordingly. Also, even though we just got more leaderboards and stuff earlier this week with the update, they're adding more leaderboards and more stats so you can keep track of even more stuff. Starting next season, which I don't know when exactly this will be, there's going to be a Season Pass store change that will contain a one-time purchase that gets you a ton of loot, and this can be acquired as you play and complete quests. And here's a big plus for everybody, free items will be coming to the Season Store next season. They implemented the Season Store, people thought, hey, you know, we'll be able to get some stuff. But hey, you earned the right to pay them more money. They heard that complaint, and they're going to be adding free items to the Season Store. These last few points are super quick. There's going to be more items and weapons coming to the game, so expect some more cool stuff. They're going to be adding custom games to support tournaments and private matches. That's going to be interesting to see how well that plays out, but hey, private matches are in the works. They're going to be working on a stable 30 FPS on consoles, and the very last thing they mentioned in their blog post is badges and medals that can be distributed for awesome plays and more. As I said in the beginning, there's tons of new stuff in the works. If you guys want to read the full blog post, get all the nitty-gritty meaty details, I'll have the blog post linked in the description if you guys want to go read that. But anyways guys, let me know what you're most excited for down in the comment section below. There's tons of stuff coming, and certainly a lot to be excited for. They're reworking some things I had a lot of issues with, and they're definitely listening to our feedback. This obviously isn't going to make every little part of the game perfect, but they're definitely taking huge strides in the right direction and overall game expectations. As I said, sound off in the comments below what features are you wanting the most, and what didn't they address that you want them to as well. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, a like is always appreciated. If you guys happen to be new to Split Screen, be sure to subscribe for everything Fortnite and more. My name is Morgan, thank you all for watching Split Screen, and I will see you next time.